Day 11. Okay, we get our allowance and we go outside and we get the outside room. First things first. Let's see what awaits us on the outside. But yeah, I mean, we have a few things obviously we want to achieve, and the antechamber one of them, but we still have the fountain open and haven't gotten the key for that. We have to do the other secret underground, figure out what's that. So yes, plenty of things to do. What should we pick? Well, we've had the tool shed, we've had the hovel before, although that day went terribly from what I remember. We've not had the root cellar yet. We can see it and we can see if there's anything there that we may want to pay attention to. I've read that apparently there is simply no day limit in the game. Like, it was just a demo thing with the day limit. So you can basically try forever to get all the different combinations of things you need. So there is no need to worry about like, oh, I wasted steps or I wasted days because I was being silly. It just, you know, if it's not going well, just start another day. Okay, so in here we have this family tree going up to Mary Epson, our missing mother. And here's our great uncle Herbert on this tree and some other family members. Not quite sure what we need to be doing with them yet. So yeah, Baroness, her picture is in the bedroom with the moon necklace. So clearly those secrets with the doors and the moons, they're older than just what was going on more recently. But yeah, we're gonna need to get a shovel so we can actually benefit. Ooh. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marion Marigold was seen by Friday getting into carriage after ideas. No sign has been found yet. But here in faint letters it says XYZ ABC. Again, not sure you can see it on the stream, but it has some letters at the bottom. What could it mean? Like, we have a few notes that are like I can see it's a note. Any other secrets? Just jars and potatoes. We can't eat potatoes for steps or those, I don't know, what are those? Parsnips? Okay, what do we want? I mean, hallways, doors, but like, doors are even better up top. We're gonna try a new strategy today. We're gonna open every single door in the entrance hall first, and then we're gonna decide where to go from there. Because yeah, I've been thinking about those strategies from those magazine things they had us reading. It was like, oh yeah, collect your gems and make sure you have, you know, all the rooms early done. So I'm gonna see if I can like make some decisions early on about where doors are going here. Like, do we want an early closet or do we just want to punch through the spare room? Let's go spare room. Okay, I think, yeah, we're gonna continue this direction. Yeah, we're gonna need to get a shovel somewhere. Yeah, I think storeroom in this corner will work perfectly. Let's collect our, and we're paying attention to the chess pieces too. I have taken note in between streams of all the known chess pieces, and white chess pieces, I actually have every single one but the queen, a room for every single one of them. The black ones are far more sparse, so we're gonna keep an eye out for a white queen or any black pieces we can find. Okay, let's go here, have a banana, and do some maths. Let's see if we can do the maths and remember that how squares work in maths. Or did it reset our squares? Was it like, you're too dumb, let's go back to normal maths? It spared us the squares, it was like too difficult for you. Yeah, well, bedroom here seems to be the choice. Nothing here for us, no gems, just this card. And yes, here's the picture of the great grandma with the moon necklace. Okay, then's good. We get a gem and we get doors. But yes, we have white pawns aplenty, but not so much other pieces. Okay, yeah, closet here is good. Nice dead end. Choose. And we get a die. Seriously, like every time I go to this closet, I feel like I get a die. I guess chapel, yeah, it takes a coin, but we've got a bunch, so we're good. Yeah, so there's a white bishop in the chapel, so we know that. Let's see, going this way. Oh, our metal detector is still here, but the kennel is here. Like, if we can get a shovel, considering we have the root cellar, we get so much utility out of it. But yeah, we need a shovel. Probably, yeah, if we could get the shop, maybe the shovel will be there. So yeah, the kennel it is. We can see the doggies. Okay, on different days, the different doggies want petting. So important that you go to the kennel enough to pet every dog. That's an objective. Hi, doggies. And yes, it's like, what does this mean? Cat, where is the cat? Cat reaching up? Cat high up? So many dig spots, not enough shovels. Okay, well, hallway here sounds good. Let's go this way. Well, we can do observatory and then turn to the corner from the parlor. And we haven't actually done the parlor, so we should probably visit it at some point. Yeah, but let's get our stars. Yeah, there's a knight in here. Okay, we get the apple and we get the slice. Well, the reading nook would be wasted here. So we can't get the commissary, see if we can buy a shovel. And we still have doors in the chapel in the hallway, so it's not the worst situation. Like, it's way too early for dining room, right? I mean, on one hand, it's way too early, but on the other hand, it's so much better of a door. But I want to try for the shovel, because shovel would be quite useful considering. There is a shovel. Thank you, game. Yes, we're definitely getting the shovel. And we go digging. Digging all the way. Nothing. Thank you. I appreciate your gifts. Okay. Yeah, let's do the parlor while we're here. And then we go outside to dig in the root cellar too. Yeah, there's a black pole in here. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. No, that's a lie. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. No, that's a lie. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. So they're in the, like, because those two are lying, because they're saying there are two boxes with gems. This one must be the truth, and therefore the gems are not in the white box or the blue box, so they're in the black box. Okay, let's go outside to the root cellar to get our digging done. And then, yeah, we have some more digging inside, like the courtyard and stuff. Like, did we take the court? No, we didn't. But yeah, there was some more digging around, and there will be more, I'm sure. Digging in the spare room. Turnips. Since we're backtracking, turnips are good too. Pebbles, not so good. Some old nails and more turnips, okay. Well, this mostly helped with our steps. And we have the shoes, so that's also helpful. Okay, what else? What else? So yeah, usually digging spot in the spare room with the thing. Yeah, more turnip. Is there a digging spot there? No, no digging here. And then probably nothing to dig here. Okay, well, let's go back to the hallway and go from there. We have 7 coins. Anything else? Nah. The sledge would be nice if we find any chests. But so far, not enough coins. And I've seen no chests. Oh, we have not the bank room. I mean, passageway here is not the worst, because like it nicely opens up all the ways. Gymnasium, we pay steps, but we have a lot. So we can save the passageway for slightly later, I think. Okay, let's do that. But also swing by the chapel and see what room we get from there. I'm trying a new strategy. Yeah, we're like, I try to open more doors and see the options. More nails and more pet. Thanks. Chapel's so useless. Okay, what you have for us in the door then? Okay, garage. I mean, since we got 2 doors from the gymnasium, I would not be too upset about pulling the garage because it's keys. Still haven't used the car keys, so maybe we have the garage, we can find some car keys at some point. Okay, let's go for keys. Can't open. Not that we super need to, other than shortcuts back and forth. Wow, a brick turnip and nothing. Well, if only we had the lab that gave us rewards for digging up trash. Okay, now back to the gymnasium. Yeah, it's stealing all my money. Oh yeah, there's still digging here. Okay, turnips, pebbles. Why so hateful, game? Why so hateful? Okay, security door. Can't open it yet. Ooh. Rough choices. I mean, yeah, we can't pull passageway or we can't pull dining room. It's just not the favorite places to put those things on. I think we're gonna go passageway just because I'm worried about doors. Could use security. Or for once, I'm like, keycard? Wouldn't keycard be nice? East Wing Hall. The day started well, but now I'm not feeling it so much. Okay, let's go dark room, because if it screws us on the other side, it doesn't really matter because it's a dead end. Okay, well, let's take the free room. Hopefully not the furnace. It is the furnace. God damn you, furnace. Please give me something. No. Well, let's hope it's pizza for dinner. The dark room always finds a way to be nasty. Don't need food that much. Yeah, reading nook, then we get library. Because yeah, I don't want the chamber. It's just, you know, if is the library gonna be turned the right way? Because yeah, then the library would go here. I mean, we don't have to pick it, right? We don't have to pick it. So yeah, I think of those three, that will be my choice. Yeah, rook in the nook. Nothing else here right now. Oh no. Oh no. Rough rotations. I guess we have to redraw and hope something turns. No. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, maybe we can get at least order a book then, if the game's gonna be like that. Rough. That was rough. Well, thank you for this extra delicious apple. And yeah, what would we like to read? So we've read Swimbird and we've read Drafting Strategy. The Fixed Stars. Now, I think The Fixed Stars is the book that's just in the observatory. So I'm not sure if this edition has like other secrets in it or anything else. But yeah, good. Yeah, Sightseer's Guide, History over India, or EPCW pump system. Like, could be more clues for the pump. That said, I am not gonna touch the pump again until the basement situation is resolved. So yeah, the sightseeing guide, let's just go from the top, see if it tells us anything specific. Maybe something to do with that postcard we were seeing. Okay, there is no secret messages on this. If we're gonna get dead, we can look at our stats at least in our scrapbook, see if anything else appeared. I've checked and I didn't get a single achievement in this game yesterday, so I'm not making any progress like that. Yes, I've been paying for the passageway, and I do love the mailroom. It's been pretty nice. Yeah, I've not been seeing workshop much. So items, no, nothing here. Yeah, this time Rotanda's been and yes, the classrooms. Like I think it was 8 of them, and we only drafted 2. So we definitely have to return to that mechanic to figure out what that is all about. Well, let's see. Nothing else. Like this door is security door. We can't open it. I probably misplayed with the garage then. I'll admit it. Probably should have gone for more doors. It is what it is. We will just take this day as our little warm-up for the day, and we're not gonna worry about it, right? We're not gonna worry about it. And we're gonna say night-night. Let's go to the next day. Yep, it's just a rustic villa. Okay, well, on to the next day. Okay, well, day 12. It's fine. Yeah, let's grab our allowance, go outside. Okay, what's the outside going to be? So I think we've run out of our blessings, so there's a chance for a shrine, but no, the schoolhouse is back, so we were just talking about it. Let's take the schoolhouse and hopefully we can see some more of the classes and see what hints do they have for us. We've read this letter. It was just a note from the teacher, but also yes, there is this within a timely manner. How is the manner timely? And some interesting textures on the ceiling. We've already turned this on, so that's all done. So I don't think there's anything here to do. So we can leave and just see how far we can get with the classrooms today. Or maybe we'll find the basement key. Can't believe we're still on about that. Okay, well, the library's here, so we can pick it for a book. First classroom is here. Oh, they cost gems, so we have to be careful with that. Okay, I'm gonna go for a hallway here just to get us better doors. Then we're not gonna start spending gems right away, but I will spend for security, so we're in better position in terms of being able to secure ourselves from the doors. Okay, let's go read first. Yeah, Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. So Anne Babbage, look at it, Lord Evanson, M. Lowry, that's the guy from the Parlor Puzzle, and us. Yeah, introduction. The third largest city in Fenner, so yeah, that's the kingdom we're in, and site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the Broadwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar rewards visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved both by locals and visitors for its azure and canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails and mind-boggling mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime in Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the botanical gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trails meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at the main station. Specimen of holly unique to Reddington Mountains. Well, we are at the Mount Holly estate, Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, okay, that's someone from our family, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before Third Era. Hello, cat. Could we please not destroy everything again? After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house museum and a tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda, Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Rinsdale Lake, close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all the beauties, it strings the lake, one of Ben Air's premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its most privileged citizens. The lake resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Yeah, isn't that the tea room that our mother was last before she went missing? Mount Holly, yeah, that's right outside. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly trails is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It is only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. Like, really? You can just walk up that peak? No gear required? Doubt. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they are actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rest the estates of Mount Holly, nested between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourist wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember the stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. Yes, it's an interesting world here. Because, like, yes, in theory we're part of some gentry family, like, you know, lords, barons, whatever. But yet they'll all be like, no, the monarchy is bad. The king, we have to plot against the crown and something. So we have Mount Holly, so we're somewhere here. That's Reddington, I guess on the other side. The Keep, Rinsdale Lake. Yeah, so this is I guess where our mother disappeared around from, or that's where she was last seen. Botanical Gardens. I'm not sure. Is this just lore? Was any of this important for something? I guess we'll wait and see. Is there gonna be a quiz? Who knows? Okay, what are we doing? We're opening doors. Boiler room and the Chamber of Mirrors. Well, I think you don't need all four doors to do the Chamber of Mirrors. So we could put it here. Because yeah, like boiler room power source, we've already done all the rooms that require that. So I'm not gonna be messing around with the pump room for now. Plus I don't want to spend my 1 gem. So let's just put it here and see if we can wrap around it, you know. For the funsies, we've not had it in the non-demo run yet. Well, for now we can just press a button. Go over there and we'll have to see if we can get there. Okay. Go security. So we can do a couple things from security, right? One is do some security doors to get a cat in the way, and we can also connect to the lab and do some experiments, because that seems like a good use of the computer network, at least from so far what I've been doing. Okay, for now it's low on log. Yeah, log into the network. Oh, I assume nothing. No, there's 4 gems, but they're in the Chamber of Mirrors. Yeah, let's see what the lab is going to offer us. Yeah, remote access. Because like we could go get the office and do money, but like we have 11 coins, so it's not a bad starting value. And yeah, I don't think the shelter is gonna work until we do a lot of lab experiments that are actually triggered. Because that seems to be how that works. But it's not even not for like a big secret, right? It's just some door opening mechanic. Because yeah, like so far, even we've done experiments, our best trigger is 1. So I think we need more. Hallway from hallway. Well, I mean, how often do I drop the hallway from a hallway? Not a lot. Time you eat an apple? We might eat an apple and getting a key for hallways. Could be interesting. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. That's done. So we can go here in the corner. Yeah, I think I want the parlor more because gems. If we can do the puzzle. No keys here or anything. What we have? The black box is black. Well, the black box is true. Maybe. The black box is empty. Okay, so, okay, well, the black box is black. That has to be true. Here's the thing, right? If the black box is empty, we do not have any other information to say where would gems be, right? Because it leaves us with blue or white. There is no other information, which means that's true, that's false, and the gems are in the black box. There we go. Yeah, we did get the difficulty on the parallel reset yesterday because I failed eventually. Things got hard. Well, Dan has a gem, but actually it feels like a waste of doors to put it because this space already has 2 doors going into it. So I think spare room here, and we can shift back to security, open that door just so I know what's coming out of it. Okay, well, billiard for keys, and we already have 2 doors going up, or observatory for stars, and again we connect to the hallway. Yeah, corridor here I'm not that interested. We have no keys, so I think billiard room for keys is our choice. Maths 20, 10, 25, 3, 12, 4, 3. I'm not counting something correctly again. Oh my god, as always the math gets embarrassing. This is a 3, and then times 4 is 12. Yeah, I'm like, what is happening in my brain? I'm like, does that cancel each other out? Numbers are happening? No, apparently even sleeping doesn't fix my brain sometimes. I can't do maths when people are looking at me. I swear I'm not dumb. Sometimes I'm dumb. Too many things in colors. Okay, well, I think it's not a good turn towards the chamber. Well, commissary at least keeps us going. We can do shopping. Okay, we can have some gems. I'm interested. Or we can have a shovel. I mean, I guess I like a shovel, and then we can still get a gem. Nothing here. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, I think we can get the classroom now from here, and we turn. But yes, we're in grade 1, so we already screenshotted those pages. But again, right now, like, I think the purpose of this is that we get to learn the colors associated with those symbols that are on the flags, because it will be useful for something like the sigil book like we found previously. I didn't screenshot this one, but it might be useful. But right now we don't know where we will use that. Okay, that gives us the experiment, but we don't have even 2 hallways. So magnifying glass, sure, thanks. I assume there isn't anything like to inspect. Is everyone's favorite color red? Because we're in the red kingdom, and it's not allowed to have any other favorite color other than red. Okay, where can we go from here? Well, Dan works here. Oh yeah, we can redraw from the classroom, but I think Dan works. so I'm not too worried about redrawing right now. Well, none of those lets us turn up, so we can have a second billiard room so I can embarrass myself extra. But it will give us more keys, or maybe a keycard or something. We can take closet just for straight items, or we can take the garage for just the extra keys for a gem. Fine, second billiard room. See if I can redeem myself or just get more embarrassed. Okay, well, 19, I can do that. Oh, we're back to the square. So yeah, I was getting confused yesterday with the square because I was like, oh yeah, square. And then I was like, square has 4 sides, so you have to multiply it 4 times? That doesn't work. No, but square is just multiplied by itself in maths. My excuse is that, you know, English is not my first language and therefore doing maths in English is actually hard. So when I do maths, normally I do maths in my native language. So it's like I'm trying to speak in English and do math. This is my excuse. Maths in English is hard. Anyway, 1 times 1 is 1, and then 3 times 3 is 9, and then we add them together, it's 10. No? Well, or do we have to add it together and it's 4, and 4 times 4 is 16? Okay, that's the order of operations. So square 25, 24, 12, 2. Okay, so that's 1, 18, 9, 2. Okay, well, let's go boudoir. We can get a gem, and then we only have the door from the den, so we're gonna have to be careful about that. The Christmas safe. Back to the den, and let's hope for good doors. Please be good. Well, it's no good. The dining room is the only way to not get stuck. So it's not a good place for a dining room, but we're doing this. So there's a white pawn in the dining as well. Open this up. Well, kennel we can go straight, or reading nook we can go down. I'm not sure. Like, I mean, here we're gonna have to turn to get somewhere. Here we're gonna have to, but we do have a shovel, so we can at least take, because yeah, we still have this whole column to do. So let's try it with the kennel. Okay, this dog is for petting now again. So we haven't yet pet all the dogs. This dog's missing. Where did it go? Hello? We are missing a dog. There's nothing here. Great, thank you. Okay, well, bedroom's the only way we're not getting locked out in here. So that means no chamber for us. Oh no, I guess dark room. So dark room, we can take the dark room, but we'll be drafting, you know, without seeing what's going on. So I guess we're gonna do that. At least we have doors up and down. Yeah, it goes dark. Well, I'm gonna get the non-gem room. Let's just, let's get the middle one. It's the pantry. Okay, we can maybe get to the top of the chamber with this apple, but we still don't have more corridors. Well, chapel gives us access to the chamber, so we can at least do that. Because the classroom's gonna dead end us here. Nothing here. And we can press this, so we get a gem from here and from here. But also we have access to this button, so we can go up and see if there's anything here other than what was here in the demo. Doors? No. Ooh, an extra spare room? Yeah, duplicate copy. Would you like to add it? I guess. Oh, so yesterday we were talking about like, oh, you know, the upgrades. Are there permanent? Will you be able to switch it? But maybe if you have spare copies of rooms, you can upgrade them with different discs. So you get different upgrades on different versions of the same room. So yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's not the most exciting room. I just want to know the possibilities with the different drafts. So money. But yes, you only need the top and bottom door to get up here, I guess, for the chamber of mirrors. Okay, wine cellar, sure, double wine cellar, and a key. So yeah, the difference from the demo, I guess, is that we get spare copies of rooms, not just random loot. Can't be pressing those on the ceiling now. I guess we don't have access to any of the other sides now, because I know, like, if you press this, oh, that opens that. So you could get a gem if we went back. And yeah, okay, so if we went back to the start, we can access a little bit more. Quite a bit of backtracking for that, but we can do it if we're stuck anyway, and we have steps. Because yeah, we have 6 gems, so we're not too desperate to be getting more gems right now. Back up and let's see if we can get anything from that dark room that helps us. Not even, because it's locked. Well, can we get to the door in the chamber of mirrors? I think not. Well then, again, not a great run through, but we got to see the chamber of mirrors in the full game again. Yeah, so nothing here that can save us, no. Let's see. So yeah, we can't go here. Oh no, I thought this opened, but no, it opened those sections, which we can't get to unless we go to a side door, which we can't do. So yeah, we're proper blocked in again. Screwed by the keycard. This is because I was dissing the keycard, right? I was like, keycard worst item, and the game is like, okay, let's see how you do without the keycard. Yeah, so I guess that will end our day again, and we have to just try again. It's okay. No stress, no stress. Architect's Jigsaw House, also a new end for drafting rooms and 3 puzzle rooms.